Crypto is the new so-called best thing in terms of making money and sinking your money into something. It's taken the world by storm, and so many people are talking about how good it is for people. But people are also forgetting about stocks, which take up a huge amount of the market. Which one's the best for you? In today's video, we'll be going over crypto versus stocks. What should you really be putting your money into? But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. First up is crypto pros. Crypto is amazing for making money. It's a great and easy way to put your money into something and watch it go up and down. The constant flow makes it pretty fun if you're playing with small amounts of money. For the past year or so, crypto has seen a massive boom and has made lots of younger people lots of money. It's simple and easy to get into, and it's very accessible with today's technology. Most people use apps like Binance, and it's very simple to get a hang of. Next up is crypto cons. With the way crypto works, it's constantly changing. Its volatile nature is what puts people off of it. People really don't like not having control over how their money is going to go. Crypto can also easily bomb, as people can just sell in mass and ruin the value of a specific coin. Crypto is also susceptible to fixing, as people can create a coin and then sell out when it gets large. This is a crypto scam and is being done all the time. This is easily avoidable by buying into more well-known coins, but people still fall for it. Next up is stock pros. Stocks are great for buying into something bigger than just yourself. They're great for holding money in a company. They're something that lots of businessmen use to create even more wealth for the company they work for and themselves. Stocks are great for a portfolio. Having stocks in something shows planning and thought. People also use stocks for being paid, which is great for certain jobs. Stocks are definitely for the business-minded people, as it's a great fit for that sort of life. This sort of thing is also easier for those sorts of people. Next up is stock cons. Stocks are mainly bad for the average person, as it's much harder to get into and control. Compared to crypto, it's like getting into a vault of money. It's much harder to get some stocks and keep them. It's also harder to pick the right one, as so many companies are changing and their stocks fall and rise all the time. Stocks are also way more specific than crypto, as getting in at the right time is much more important than it is in crypto. It's something that's really made for richer people and business people. It's very hard to get into. Next up is crypto risk. The main risk with crypto is it's completely falling into the bin. If your coin of choice just dies, it's not looking good for you. Lots of smaller coins fall into this fate and people lose lots of money. Crypto is definitely a risk if you want to go for some big money. It's easy to just buy into Bitcoin, but it's also possibly better to put money into an up-and-coming coin that could skyrocket. Great example of this was Dogecoin, but people also lost money on it when the coin fell after so many people sold their coins. Next up is stock risk. Stocks also have a risk the same as crypto, but not as severe. Stocks can easily fall if the company they're involved in plummets. Stocks usually fall if something goes wrong with the company. For example, if a game studio announces a game people don't like, their stocks will fall. Or if a company releases a failed product and people begin to hate on them, the stock will fall. Stocks fail due to public perception. It's really easy for them to dip this way. But they won't lose all their value, and they should be fine. It's still a risk at the end of the day, though. Next up is, why not both? So, now that we've been over everything to do with crypto and stocks, let's talk about an alternative, which is investing in both. If you are in a world where stocks are something of interest to you, it's probably a great idea to invest in crypto and stocks at the same time. Both of them are malleable and change all the time. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but if one does better, you'll make money. You can also invest in multiple crypto coins and multiple stocks. It's going to be a risk, but it's a good one to take. Next up is, times are changing. Times are definitely changing. Crypto is really taking over the world, and people are forgetting about things like stocks. It's way easier for people, especially younger people, to just get into crypto and make lots of money. It's a great outlet to learn more about business and how to be smart with the money you earn. More and more people are getting into this world, so even though stocks aren't the talk of the town as much as crypto is, it doesn't mean that it won't be at some point. Overall, the world is changing for the better, and these two markets are going to be way stronger. Next up is, stocks are still great. Our penultimate point is that stocks are still great. Though they aren't the hot thing right now for most people, they aren't bad. They're still a great way to make money and to learn more about the business world. They're still an important part of the world as well. Stocks need to be important because they fuel a company and make them worth something. It's a different way of making money, and it's not as easy as crypto, but it's still something great for people and important to the world. Finally is, so which one? So to end this list, we'll talk about which one is the best one to put your money into, and the answer depends on the person. Both things have great positives and some impactful negatives, but at the end of the day, it's whatever suits your life. Crypto is definitely better if you're new to the game and you don't have too much to play with, while stocks are better for the business-minded people and those with lots lots of money. Both things are great, but it just depends on who you are. So to conclude, just think about what you want to do and what you have before you decide. Or you can just do both things. It's up to you. And that's the end of our list. So overall, being in either market is something scary. Investments carry risk. The market could crash for various reasons. Companies could go bankrupt. Or in a positive sense, a stock could soar over time. Weighing risk is important when you decide to add different assets to your portfolio. With an individual stock, there are risks. Kirk Krisham, a wealth manager and alternative investment specialist at Innovative Advisory Group, told The Balance via phone. There's a risk that won't grow. Dividends might be cut, and many people compare performance to the S&P 500, which means you run the risk of trying to keep up with the Joneses. However, he pointed out these are risks common with many investments. Stocks are different because there's some guidance you can use to get an understanding of where the price might go. David Stein, a former chief investment strategist and portfolio manager for investment fund, also told The Balance via phone that Bitcoin lacks the predictors that stocks do. Cryptocurrency is speculative, completely based on supply and demand, Stein said. All currencies are, to some degree, based on what people are willing to pay, but it's different with a crypto like Bitcoin. Unlike other currencies like the dollar or gold, it's a much smaller market with regard to its overall size, so it's more subject to big swings. Both Chisholm and Stein agree that Bitcoin is a relatively new development and isn't yet widely adopted. That adds a different layer of risk because it could be replaced by other more efficient digital currencies, or it could be regulated out of existence. Finally, it's important to remember that crypto pricing tends to be more volatile than stocks. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin leaped to nearly $20,000 in late 2017, only to fall by 82% 1 year later. The DJIA's worst drop in the past 10 years, on the other hand, was the roughly 36% contraction it experienced from February to March 2020. So to end off the video, the key takeaways are that crypto can be even more volatile than something like stocks. They change way more, win or lose harder than stocks. There's more potential growth with crypto, but also a huge loss. Finally, it's hard to be certain of what's going to happen with either. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you thought of the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. Thanks for watching. Bye.